Hey guys, and welcome back to 2 Dominions 5 with me at Time and Tactics. Playing as Bandar Log. I think I have to take stock a little bit here, so maybe I'll make this episode just more of a strategic discussion. I think I had a couple of suggestions, as usual. There are people that know more about the game than I do. So let's see here. Okay, in the game, where are we at first of all? We are up against the edge of the map, which is fine, I don't mind that at all. We're at war with Ero down here. We have one small army. It's not anything really to write home about. Yeah, not much here. But we do have it. It's here. And there's a Throne of Ascension that we might be able to reach. Ero has not taken it yet, so that's good. Here in the mountains, we found, well, by the way, we found a Well of Pestilence here in the Silver Wall, as well as up in the northwest, up here in Waswaki. Anyway, we found a bunch of other things in there as well, but that's good. So we found a little bit. There, we have making a few gems per turn, not very many, as somebody was pointing out. So there's that. We are now also concentrating, well, I don't know if I'm concentrating, but we're basically surrounding Griffin Rock over here, which is a fortress, a fortification of Citis. And I was amassing my units here to make an attack, but I need to look at that more. I think after reading you guys' suggestions, let's take a look at them and see where we're at. Okay, first of all, we had a comment here about our Shamans, these two guys here. Remember, I loaded them up with nature gems, so 4 here and 3 there, and I was thinking they are nature 1, so why don't we go ahead and here we can go ahead and tell them to do a poison ward. Well, that sounds good, right? However, as I think it was Chris pointing out, it's not going to work because I ran into a problem here. Even though we can use a gem to increase their level, we can't use more than 1 gem per spell. And in this case, Poison Ward takes 1 gem, and then they need 1 more gem to get to the right level there. Because as you can see, if we go to Poison Ward here, it takes a level 2, so he has to use a gem to be level 2, and then another gem to actually cast it, so they can't do that. That's very unfortunate. I would have noticed that in combat, I guess. Yeah, so they can't do that. Now we still have them, and they cannot do, well, they can do research, but not really, right? So I have to keep that in mind. We have 2 of those guys. The reason I'm getting them also is because once in a while, 10% of the time, they will have death, and death would be nice to get. Okay, so there's that. Melbourne and Penbog, we'll see what we'll do with them. What else did we say here? Oh yeah, so Zim was saying in response to Chris, I think it was, I should be able to do Power of the Spheres. Now, which one is that? Power of the Spheres. Let me see here. Well, we're in the Inspector here, and I searched up Power, right? So Power of the Spheres is over here. It's Conjuration 3, and I think we have Conjuration 3. And like Zim was saying, it takes a single Astral Pearl. Yep. And all paths go to +1, I guess, right? Yeah, the caster becomes more powerful. So a +1 bonus to all magic paths if you do that. Now, we can't do that for the Shamans, right? They're only nature 1, so that's not going to work. But we can do it for Astral Nature mages. But yeah, that would be good for the Gurus. Remember, the Guru had 2 Astral and 1 Nature. So if we do that, then they become 3 Astral, 2 Nature that can cast it. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty early, like you were saying there. Conjuration 3, so keep that in mind. Not very expensive. And we can the Guru can cast it. Now, the other one would be, like he was saying, the Thistle Mace. Let's find that here. Thistle Mace, yeah, it's right over here, actually. I must have looked at that earlier. I know it's on my short list here. So path requirement, well, first of all, construction level 4, which we're not 4 yet, I don't think. Need to be a level 2 nature mage doing it. And that would be not a Guru. It would have to be one of our Rishis. And you get a boost in nature. So we could give that to the Shamans if we want to do that. It will cost, I think it's going to cost us, construction 2 will cost us 10. Yeah, 10 to forge. Yeah, 2 paths requirement is 2, so that means 10. 10 nature gems? I don't know about that. Maybe better to do the Power of the Spheres. Now, Power of the Spheres, though, let's see here. What is it? Oh, fatigue of 100. It's not super interesting to do that either. I'll keep them in mind, those two. But boy, that's a hefty price to pay there, right? So anyway, going back to the game. So we're sitting here with these two. We're gonna have to figure out something else to do with them. I have to actually look and see. Well, let's go and press T. So instead of Poison Ward, what can we possibly do? Here's Nature. That's all they got. Tangle Vines. Well, he's level 1, right? He could do this one. 20 away. They will be immobilized. And that's gonna... I mean, it's not bad, right? Because what that means is instead of having all of the enemies coming at us, they will be strung out to some that will come one by one, basically. Well, not one by one, but, you know, a few at a time. Because some of them's going to be held back. And that's going to be good. We can attack and kill them, take the next punch. So that's a possibility. Vine Arrow. Wait a minute. That's Entanglement. Tangle Vines does... What's the difference here? Precision 2. Fatigue 20. 1 area. 1 square. Strength plus 2d6 versus 19 plus 2d6, I guess, to get free. Yeah, that must be... It doesn't say, but I'm sure that's what it is. The difficulty is increased or decreased by the growth death scale. We have growth of the province, and it's also increased by +1 in forest. Okay, reduced by 1 in wasteland. So this one is not bad in a forest for us. If we have 3 growth and a forest, that's 4. So we have to, they have to roll 23. Well, plus 2d6 there to get free. Or maybe it is just 19, so... Strength plus 2d6. That might be what it is. There's no 2d6 there. Anyway, Vine Arrow, different. Range 30. Takes 1 turn. 1 person is affected. Oh, straight up damage. 14 damage. And then also Entanglement. Yes, same thing. But it's only 1 person, not a 1 square. And it doesn't have a boost in Precision. Fatigue costs 20. But range is 30 on that one. 20 here. So it does damage. So why would you use this one? Yeah, well, it's 1 square, and it's easier to get to your target, right? Precision 2, so that's a good one there. This one, harder, it can reach further away, but it's going to be more random where it hits, and then it's going to do damage. Yeah, so they could do those two. Poison resistance, not so useful for him, you know, go into the battle and just do poison resistance for himself. Healing touch, you got to be right next to somebody. That's if we put him right in the middle of somebody. I don't think any of that. Gift of the Hair, we don't need combat speed on them. Personal regeneration, need to be level 2. Regeneration 3, heal. Okay, this one we could do. Range 15. Air effect is 1. Only 20 fatigue. Precision is increased by 5, so you might miss still. If we put these shamans right behind our units, if they can keep up. Can they keep up? Let's see. 11. Yeah, they can pretty much keep up. Yeah, we could do that. I mean, we could even cast that spell. The Gift of the Hair. And they could keep up with the Tiger Riders. And then heal them. I mean, it's going to be a little bit dicey to keep them alive, I would think, right? But it will be 20 fatigue. And then they run up there. Yeah, it's a possibility. And they do what? What kind of heal does it do? Up to 3 human-sized targets. So 2 of those Tiger Riders is what it would be. Oh, heal 30. Oh, that's a lot. That's not bad. But to count on that? I don't know. Haste, Poison War can't do that. Sleep Ray? Range is 1. You gotta be right next to them. I don't know about that. Not for somebody like this, right? There's somebody, you have to deck them out so they can survive combat, basically, to do that. Fascination, range 15. This one might work, right? Precision is 100. Fatigue 20. It's a stun damage. Armor negating, so forget up the armor, doesn't do anything. Magic resistant negates, but not easily, it says here, so. And that does not affect mindless beings. They are distracted for a short while, hopefully enable someone to strike the enemy down. I don't know if that affects their ability to have defense, or if it affects them... Well, actually, we could look at that spell. Let me go back over to the inspector. If you look at here, fascination, right? No, it's fascination. There it is. Okay. What does it do? Armor negating, we know all that. We distracted it for a short while. Let's look at that here. Let's look at fascination here. Okay, what do we have? Fascination. It stuns a single target at close range. Was it close range? I thought it was, let me see. What did we say, 15? Yeah, I don't know if that's close range. So stuns a target. Okay, they can't take an action for 1 round. Alright, that sounds good. That means that they are going to be slow down, not move, but it costs 20 fatigue. I mean, you can do 5 of those, you're done, right? It's going to hit for sure. I guess if we have units that are surrounded, it's good to do it, but I don't know if I can actually script that, right? Because you don't know when you need it, right? Is it better to just leave them doing what they want? The problem with that I have is that they're going to cast poison resistance on themselves, or something else, I guess, that's not going to do anything good. Although there's quite a few good ones. I think I might bring him in. Don't have him do anything. Although, wait a minute, we could. If you look here, level 2. Oh, they will do personal regeneration. And they will burn one of the nature gems they have. They can't do poison ward, that cost 1. They can do sleep. We could do sleep for 1 gem. Takes 20 fatigue. Unnaturally tired. So sleep. Let me see. I'm back in here in the wiki. Sleep, what does that do? Well, I can show you here what I'm looking at. Where would I find that? There. Oh, wrong one, wrong screen. I have too many screens here. Where am I at now? There. Sleep. Yeah, it doesn't say. Unnaturally type. But we go down here. Sleep, ray, and not that one. Let me just find sleep again. There. Okay, applies to a sleep trait to a single target. If they don't have magic resistance, stop that. 10% chance each combat to wake up. Oh, they sleep right away. Or immediately upon taking non-poison damage. Well, this is not bad, I think, right? This one I can see us using in battle because, I mean, we don't know where he's going to cast it. It could be somebody in the back, you know. It's possible. But I feel like there are enough spells here. We can probably leave them. We can probably leave them with those gems and let them work it out there themselves. Right now they're in end run. Okay, good. So we'll have them there. We're going to figure this out in a second. As we get further into the game, I have to take a moment and just figure out what I'm doing here, because otherwise, I think in the beginning of the game, it's pretty easy to get, you know, a pretty good idea what you're doing. But as it grows bigger, obviously it gets harder. You might just get into a rut, you know, just like, oh, I'm just recruiting. But there might be something better to do than what you're currently doing, right? So I want to have a little bit of a strategic goal here. Easy to lose track, but I want to make sure I can, you know, I do halfway decent, if that's possible. Okay, Sylvius is down here. Oh, wait a minute, why am I looking at that? Let's go back in here. So with these two, first what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell them not to do Poison Ward. That way I know for sure I'm not thinking the wrong thing in there. So they're going to stay there. They both have gems, so they're going to use those. What else? Now going back to the list of things. Right, we can't do Poison Ward. Maybe we can do Power of the Spheres. We looked at that, but it takes 100 fatigue, right? Then we have the Thistle Mace. But Thistle Mace will cost us 10 nature gems. And I kind of want to keep them. Right now we have 31, right? We could get them. Maybe we have to if we don't have enough rishis here to do the dirty work. It's possible. But what I was going to use the nature gems for was in conjuration. Is it 4? Yeah, 4. So we're getting that next turn. I want to get those. The Yaksha Yakshini out. Oh, wait a minute. I need to get a rishi for that. I say that because you probably know, but if you look here, we need to have a earth mage or a water mage. to cast that, and we don't have that. Don't have that right now, so it's not possible. Alright, moving on. Also, I got a suggestion. A friendly suggestion, I assume, by Chris. I really should be searching more. Like, we haven't searched here. Not even at the Throne of Ascension. Which I think, maybe by default, have a greater chance of having something. That's a very good point. I mean, I should be searching with all three, shouldn't I? If we search, I mean, all two here, so we get... Yeah, let's do that. We'll search with both. So, okay, and I'm going to put this back into storage, and we'll go back here, and we'll take you. There. Okay, now. So we're searching there, and we'll maybe move one of the guys around then. We are a few... next turn we get another one. Okay, yeah, we need to get more search, absolutely. Right, and I think I looked at that before. We only have like 1, 2... Silver Wall, we did that. Yeah, there's not much, I mean, out of all the provinces we have, so let's do it. Okay, now, the Rishis feel like... Yeah, the Rishis, the ones here that have either 2 or 3 nature, like this guy here would be very good to use for Poison Ward. Poison Ward takes 2, right? Level 2, Nature Mage, and he's level 3, which means the 100 fatigue you take is cut in half. Because if you're every level above, you go down, so at 50, I mean at +1 level, you take half of that. And then at +2, you take a third and so forth, which I'm sure you know. So he should be down here in the battle. Let me look. We have the you here, and you. Maybe sitting over here, we don't need him. Because Barha Khandra over here, and our newest friend, Asitasmon, the two of them both have Nature 3. Maybe I need to have all 3 doing it, but I think, if I'm not mistaken, Poison Ward is range 15, and it affects 15 squares. That's quite a few. I mean, I'm going to have... They can cast that 2 times. Well, he can cast it 2 times minimum. That'd be 4 times between the 2 guys that have Nature 3. And they should cover most of the map, right? I think it would. What do we have here? Crystal Coin. Oh yeah, that's one more Astral Magic. Okay. So, yeah, maybe I don't need sitting there. I'm thinking maybe we can send him out. I've been actually unlucky here getting Rishis with the same bonus. Yeah, they got Nature and they got Astral. What are we doing? Rishi will be available in 2 turns. Okay. That's the guy that's gonna, well, hopefully, get a Yaksha Yakshini. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Okay, so there's that. We'll do more research. And Zim was also talking about enchantment. Okay, yeah, so enchantment. I have enchantment because I needed that to get Poison Ward, right? At level 4. It's over... Well, there it is. Right. Now, what were you saying there? Astral Healing. It's only a tiny amount, but it affects the whole battlefield. That's Astral Healing is here. Level 4 as well. Takes a level 3. We have that. We have a bunch of those. Casting time is turn and a half. Entire battlefield. Fatigue 100. Takes 1 pearl. Heal 2. Only go up 2. Now experiment with this possibility. Fatigue is 100 if you are level 3. Now we have Sitten could be level 5 if I give him this Astral or Crystal Coin. And that was level 3, so that would be a third. It would take 33 fatigue. It's not bad. We can cast it, we would basically give 6 hit points to everybody. Maybe I want to experiment with that like you were saying. I think I might just go ahead and take the Crystal Coin and give that to Sitten. And then, if he's going to move away... Now, why is he moving away? I can still use him on the battle, right? We'll keep him here, but I'll transfer... Yeah, we'll keep him on the battlefield, but he can do that Astral Healing, maybe. Yeah, I'll try that. And we'll give a few of these coins over to... how do I rotate this? Wait a minute. Okay, so after a few minutes of messing around, I forgot that you just click here who you want to give it to. So we have 4 left because I was messing around. You just click here to say who you wanted to get it. Barakandra, we'll give him to you. Did we give all of them? He can use them, right? Anyway, and Barakandra has the crystal coin. We're going to give the crystal coin to... wait. No, it's not him. Oh, wait a minute. What am I doing? That's Sitin. He already has it. What am I saying? That's... Okay, so he has 2 nature gems left and a crystal coin. So he's level 5. Okay. And we said we were going to do... What was it again? It was called... Astral Healing. Right. Okay. Yeah. So we would do that there. And I'm going to take this away. I was just messing around. And we're going to give it to you. There. So you have 3. A little bit of micro there. Okay, so the 2 of them are good now, but I want to go ahead and tell him, based on what we talked about here, I'm not going to do Poison Ward then. We'll skip that. It's going to be okay anyway, I think. We're going to cast a specific spell, and it's going to be Astral Healing. It takes, well, wait a minute. I could do it, but I don't have any Astral Gems. So what I'll do, I guess, is send somebody down. Yeah. Maybe Budnaya. Send him down with a few astral pearls here. So we won't attack this turn? Is that what I'm thinking now? Let's say I do that. What happens then? We would get more units here. And I'm just setting them up. I like the double formation. Double line formation there. There, okay. Let's say we do that. And as usual, no bodyguards. Is that really good? Yeah. Well, what if you take a few bodyguards then? There, okay, we send him down. We'll give him a few gems. He can always carry them. It doesn't matter. I mean, astral pearls. What if we give him 5? And then head on down here. Right, and we're going to give that to Sitin. And then he can cast the spell. I'm going to set him up anyway right now. So Astral Healing, that takes 100 fatigue. But he is 3 levels above. Is it 3? Yeah, he is 3 levels above. If you're 1 level, it's half. 2 levels a third. 3 levels is a fourth. It takes 25. We can do. Well, actually, Astral Healing right away, I don't think it's a good idea, right? Nothing's going to happen immediately. What do? We can do hold or cast a spell. And then at the end, we'll do... Should we do Astral Healing here? I mean, he's going to maybe waste it on somebody that doesn't really need it, but okay. Not Astral Shield. Oh, wait a minute. Astral Shield, that's a caster. Astral Healing. There. I mean, that should work. And then after that, he'll do spells. Okay, we'll put him like that. Poison Ward, I'm going to do another one of those. And you should be able to handle that being a level 3. 50 fatigue, yep, that should be fine. Then you do spells. So you can do 2. Yeah, you can easily do 2. And we're sending down a Sitasman here as well. I'm going to give him, yeah, we'll give him a few nature gems as well. What about, let's give him 3. And then a few astral pearls he can carry with him. And you go down, can you reach there? You can get in there, okay. Now I'm thinking I want to wait till they all join up there in Tifia. But once you get there, let's see. There you are. Okay. And you are level 3. So you're going to do, actually do the same thing. Control 1, 1. There we go. Do that. Yeah. And where are you at? You are here, casting Poison Ward here on these units in the front. Who's in the front again? These units... Yeah, he's going to come in here. Well, he's not going to be like that, I don't think, in combat later, but... He won't... I don't know who he will cast it on. Will he cast it on these or not? Oh, no, I mean, on these. He will. They're in the front as well, but not on the flank, probably, right? Poison Ward is what I'm talking about. So he's over there. Where's the other guy? Sitasman. He is over there. What if I move them over here? Do poison ward, hopefully over here. We'll see how they do it. They have a range of 15, so pretty good range, I feel like. Wait, was it a range of 15, or was that the... Yeah, range 15, air effect 15. Okay, we'll keep it at that, I think. Now the Astral Healing, we can't do yet. Once we come in here with our commander and this guy, we're going to have enough Astral Pearls. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So now we're setting up our army here, it looks like. We also have Endron. They have their nature gems. Okay, that's still fine. But they're not going to do much good. Where are they at? They're back here. I guess what we'll do is we'll move them forward a little bit. Because they're going to maybe cast Sleep or something that has a range. So I think that's for the best. We'll put them both here. Yeah, let's do that. So we'll put them there. Okay. And what I might do, instead of having them here with battle orders, you know, we'll take 5 and put them here as bodyguards on all the different mages. Because then they won't move around and they will still help out fighting. And they're not super good, but that's better than nothing there. And I have... Yep, let's take these as well. Because now we get quite a few to defend with, I think, here, right? So there's 5. We have 2 cab. Let's put them in the province first before we decide what to do there. Foul Slate does not have bodyguard. How many can you have? Regular 40 units. You know what? I mean, he's pretty fast. He's going to move around quickly. Combat speed 25. What if we give him the cav? Is that a good use? I think it might be. Even though they're not going to be using their lands unless somebody attacks. The first time they attack, they're still going to get that boost. The charge bonus, right? We'll put him as Garden to Commander. Okay, I think that's a pretty good use of their ability. Now we only have 4 left there. I don't think we should move this guy. Buddha Hedaba. We'll keep him here. I could recruit more units. What do we have? 258 gold. Nothing really spectacular. Okay. Yeah, see, this is taking time, so it's definitely taking time to figure this out. I can only imagine how much time I would take if I played a multiplayer game, right? It would take me forever. Anyway. So, what have we done? We're concentrating here in Tifia, right? We're going to try to take Griffin Rock. I'm trying to get my guys in here. Brahakandra and also Asitasman. They're going to do the poison ward. And then we have Sitin, who's going to cast Astral Healing after some time has passed. Okay. Now the question is, how many units are we going to have to attack with? Well, maybe what we'll do is we'll wait to see next turn to see what happens there. Let's do that. Now, as far as searching, we're searching up here now. Do we have anybody else? He's moving down. I'm not searching with anybody. Well, I don't feel I am. We're getting a Rishi, but it will take 2 turns to get one. So we're searching here, and then we'll, well, I guess, move along and search for more. But I don't have anybody here who is searching. It's already been searched here, so that doesn't matter. They're kind of holding here now because next turn we'll attack Griffin Rock. I think that's what I'm going to do. Now, we have Anabisastra here, who is our prophet. He can cast, he can do Divine Blessing here, so we don't need these really 4 Brahmins here. We don't need 4 Brahmins. Do we even want to use them, this group here, in the battle in Griffin Rock? Maybe not. Or, yeah, I'm debating it. Should we try to attack multiple locations in one turn? If I take this one, I'll take this one, and I'll take this one. It's possible I could do it. There's an army here, though. 200 units. We can get in there. Yeah. Oh, I forgot that. Let's go back to what Zim was saying. Okay, so there's that Astral Healing. I'm doing that. Okay. Gift of Flight. Yeah, so Gift of Flight. That was interesting. I actually looked that up. Let me go to the inspector again. Go back to the inspector spells. Gift of Flight. It's this one over here. Enchantment 3. We have that, right? We have 4. So there's no problem. We need to be air 2, which we have. It takes 20 fatigue, so we can do it a number of times. Range 10 affects 1 square. So if we do it 2 or 3 times, imagine a square with 2 Tiger Riders. If we do it 3 times, that's 6 Tiger Riders. And what he was saying was that wait a minute, wait a few turns until you cast the spell. And then, no, wait a few turns with a unit and put them on hold, let's say. Hold an attack, rear, like the Tiger Riders. They're gonna then be waiting. We cast a spell twice, 3 times maybe. Then they have that Gift of Flight. They fly to the back and attack immediately with, and at that time, you know, the enemy has moved forward except their commanders in the back. Maybe. So that's definitely one I would like to try. So that's Gift of Flight. Let me see if I can get back in. I'm using a stream deck here to switch back and forth between different screens. Dominions 5 is a little bit funky when you have multiple monitors, but anyway. So if you do Gift of Flight, that requires a mage, and this one here. This one. Elohar. Why don't we use him? We'll send him down. Is it here? Do we have the most? We have some there. We have units here. More to pick up here, actually. Here. Is that all I have? No, I have here. This is where I have the most units, but I can't really tell that many to use. You know, this might be too much, right? To do. But let's say we send him down. Let's do that. We'll take him. LOR, where are you? There. We'll send you down there. And then if you do Gift of Flight, what did we say it cost? It's a range 10, first of all, but it cost nothing. Nothing, yep, just level 2. So for your orders, cast a spell, A for air, Gift of Flight, level 2. Yeah, it's fine, no problem. And we can do that 3 times. I'm trying to think here, if we have a unit that's hold an attack. Hold an attack, okay, so they wait there for 2 turns. So we have 2 turns, and then they're going to leave, but maybe they won't. And if you think about it, oh, my glasses got all messed up. But if you think about it, they might then, the 2 squares, the 4 Tiger Riders we've done, they're going to leave, but the other ones won't. So if we keep on doing Gift of Flight, more is going to take off and move on down there. So we'll do, that might work, right? So once you get down, I'm going to put you in this area here. Once you get down there, you're going to be up here. They're going to come from this direction. No, they're going to stay here. Or we put them right here. The Tiger Riders. We cast a spell. They move. No, they hold. We cast a spell. We cast a spell. Now they start moving. 2 of them leave. We cast another spell. 2 more leave, and they keep moving forward. And we get 3 or 4 times to do it. We'll try that. Gift of Flight and spells. That's an interesting one. Okay, that's Eloar. Okay, we have him figured out. Okay, so we're going to be doing a lot of different things here in this battle. I'm just assuming there's going to be, there's not that many units. It's not going to be probably, what do we have here? Light infantry, militia, slave warriors, and heavy infantries. Probably right now I could go and take it, but I want to do it effectively if I can. If I need to attack them though. Yeah, what else did Zim say here? Okay, so that's interesting. Yeah, he did also say Cloud Trapeze. That's an air spell. That is true. That is an air spell. And we can do it on the main map here. So I knew about that one. I didn't think about it though. Which one is it? Cloud Trapeze. Wait, what did we say? Did you mention what it was? Let me go find it. Okay, so it is Enchantment 4. And we have Enchantment 4, yeah, here it is. It takes 3 air gems. The casters swing themselves up and away. Right, so it's the caster's going to have to do it. Who do we send? Well, we could send him in. Yeah. Yeah, you could do that. And as he's mentioning too, when you do magic movement that way, that's going to happen before you do regular movement. So you will make sure you get to battle before the battle starts. But I don't think I will do it. I mean, as good as the LOR here is, I don't know if I want to send him in like that. If we had someone we deck out, I mean, I can do it. It's not that I can't do it. I could do it on short notice, kind of. He doesn't have to move in here. He can stay here and then move in when we attack Griffin Rock, is what you were saying. That is true. We don't have to have him in the army. He can just go ahead and do it when it's needed, and he'll be ready to go. When we have an order set up. Okay, maybe we'll... Okay, yeah, I can see it. For 3 air gems, what many am I making? I'm only making 1 now. Maybe I will move in here anyway. We'll move in there. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, and I think that's really all the comments that I had so far. Which, you know, unfortunately, I haven't actually gotten to everything I wanted to do here. Griffia, I gotta look at that. I don't know if I'm going to make it here. What we do down here, I'm not 100% sure either. And then up here, yeah, I mean, that's fine there, I think. But I'm going to have to do that next time, guys, because I'm out of time anyway. So, come back then. We'll play more. Hopefully I can we can do take this Griffin Rock soon. Bye guys.